Hello listeners. Welcome back to Storytime FM. Today we are looking through r/AskReddit. What's a childhood memory that almost all of us have? Let's jump right in. How the school seemed a different world when you stayed late, or had to be there on a weekend. Let's look at some more comments. The balloon game where it can't touch the floor. Having a wiggly tooth. Finding a really cool stick and imagining it as any object we wanted. Sword, lightsaber, wand, laser gun etc. Edit. Fun fact. The stick was recognized as an iconic part of childhood, so it was introduced to the Toy Hall of Fame, being referred as the world's oldest toy. Quote, either trying to step on no cracks or on only cracks on the sidewalk. Let's look at some more comments. Being gifted a small amount of money and thinking you were rich. Staring at the school clock. Trying to see how the refrigerator light turn off. Climbing up the stairs like a dog. Here are some more comments I found. Watching raindrops racing down a car window and picking a winner. Skinning the palms of your hands on the pavement. More especially the lower palms. Either tripping, falling off your bike, falling down in general. That burn and stinging and the scraps with just a little blood and grime. How different the air felt on the morning of field trips. Jumping off the swings. Here are some more comments I found. Pushing on our eyes until we saw patterns appear. Balancing the light switch between on and off. Thinking someone is your mom or dad and then realizing it's not. Thinking that teenagers are really cool. Let's take a look at some other comments. Not being able to find your mom in the supermarket. Playing sword fight with the cardboard tubes of wrapping paper. Connecting the markers into really long, lightsabers. The smell of crayons. Here are some more comments I found. Looking outside the window of the car and imagining something running alongside the car. Taste of that wooden stick from ice cream. You can't remember the ice cream, but you can remember the taste of stick. Running up the stairs to avoid whatever might be trying to get you from behind. Randomly thinking, I will remember this moment for the rest of my life. And it's just you staring at a couch or some shit. Let's take a look at some other comments. Someone knowing how to draw the weird S. Talking into a fan to hear your voice sound weird. Inhaling helium. Playing in, with a box. Hiding in department store clothes racks. Here are some more comments I found. Falling asleep in the car and waking up in bed. That dreaded feeling of forgetting your homework. Saturday morning cartoons. Floor is lava and keep the balloon in the air. Let's see what other comments there are. Hanging off the side of the bed to see what your room looked like upside down, and imagining walking on the ceiling. When it became dark all of a sudden because a cloud covered the sun in the middle of the day. Making friends with other kids at a public pool or playground and never seeing them again. Why is the moon following the car? And also imagining a weird human figure running along the skyline and/or sidewalk keeping pace with the car. That one might be more specific, but I used to do it and I saw someone else post about it, so it's gotta be more common than I think. Also, mechanical pencils as syringes, aha. Let's see what other comments there are. Our mom's leaving us at checkout to look for something, then the cashier starts to scan the items. Might be an Australian thing, but the smell of hose water when you play outside in the sprinkler, in a paddling pool, with water balloons or water pistols. Whenever I water the garden for my parents just reminds me of summer. Good vibes. Not being able to touch the ground with your feet while sat on a normal, adult-sized, chair or seat. Flicking the door stopper so it goes all boing. Let's look at some more comments. The occasional random awkward silence in class until someone says, "Why'd it get quiet?" Stabbing erasers with pencils. Do people see the same colors as the colors I do? Or would their purple look like my yellow? I might be overestimating the amount of people with limited sight in general, but everyone I've ever met with glasses or contacts remembers the first time they saw leaves in a tree from afar. Here are some more comments I found. Envying the adults who could buy whatever they wanted. The parachute in elementary school. Spinning around until we fall from dizziness, then laying in the grass and finding shapes in the clouds. Playing outside with other kids in the summer and coming inside once it starts getting dark and scratching all the mosquitoes bites you just got. Here are some more comments I found. First days of school. How exciting it was walk into your class and see a substitute. Collecting smooth round rocks for no reason except that they were smooth and round. Playing with iFloaters like it's the DVD logo. Let's look at some more comments. Walking between two sides of a sheet hung over a laundry line, making a blanket fort in the living room. Hauling ass upstairs after turning the lights off so whatever the darkness has behind you doesn't eat you alive. Staying up really late and feeling excited and kind of like you're doing something bad even though your parents are okay with it. Waking up early and getting dressed. Realizing it's a weekend, or even better, a snow day. Riding in the car on a rainy day. Being homesick from school. Let's take a look at some other comments. Returning to your room after an argument with your parents and closing the door with all the anger, only to stop it at the edge and close it quietly so that your ass won't sound disrespectful and get smacked again. Drawing that S shape in our school books. Whacking your shin with a bike pedal when your foot slips off. Scholastic book fairs. Let's see what other comments there are. The feeling of triumph rearranging your room. New me. Accidentally snapping a ruler in half while testing, how bendy it is. Waking up and realizing it's Christmas. Boobless. Let's see what other comments there are. Come on guys, let's all admit at one point we saw a movie, show or read a book and believed we were gifted people whose abilities will someday reveal itself. Asking your parents if you can get McDonald's and the feeling you get when they actually say yes. Flying dreams or dreams of floating down the stairs. The huge rainbow parachute game where everyone was in a circle fanning it up and down, and going underneath it and it being a whole different world under there. Here are some more comments I found. Putting liquid in a bottle cap and pretending we are taking a shot. The shadow that followed alongside the car doing amazing feats of parkour to keep up. In Australia we have Healthy Harold, a puppet run by a lady in a van that goes to schools and teaches you about the dangers of smoking, alcohol and poor diet. Everyone claims to have seen her smoking out the back of her van. Seems to be a common memory here despite its probability. Putting our small child-sized feet into an adult shoe. Let's see what some other people wrote. Learning to play the recorder. Let's see what other comments there are. Accidentally calling your teacher mom. That's all we've got time for today. Join us tomorrow for more. In the meantime, leave a comment with your stories and thoughts below. Remember to like and subscribe if you enjoyed and want to see more. Until next time, listeners.